Good morning. I want to do a video today about clarity and how essential it is to have clarity when you're trying to recover from chronic symptoms. And clarity, first and foremost, comes from the intellectual understanding of how chronic symptoms or tension myositis syndrome, TMS, is caused. And and this requires us to go in and do some research. I've got resources. I also offer a free 6-week access to the Curable app, which has a great education section in it and interviews with therapists and things like that. So clarity is about understanding this, okay? And then having that intellectual application and applying it to ourselves. And when we apply it to ourselves, we can look objectively at our life into the past and kind of start to connect the dots and say, yeah, I have been feeling afraid or feeling angry or feeling something all my life, right? Or I have these patterns that could definitely contribute to a perception of danger. And when we understand that our brain has been perceiving danger its entire life, or as long as we can remember, or we start connecting the dots from a crisis, we start to gain clarity, okay? And clarity is such an important foundation because that's what's going to enable us to make the decision to treat our symptoms completely as a mind-body syndrome, okay? And I use that word completely because a lot of people get on this and they study it a little bit and they apply it a little bit and they get a little clarity, but then they waffle. Well, maybe I still have a structural thing, and maybe, and that waffling also makes them focus on their symptoms more rather than treat it simply as a psychological cause, okay? When we have clarity, good, strong, foundational clarity, then we can make that decision to treat this situation from the perception of mind-body, from the perception of, yeah, my brain is perceiving danger, right? And like for me, because I had an MRI that showed all these abnormalities in my hip, I had to really make a strong decision. And I had to do it again and again because even with the strong clarity, my mind was waffling, okay? And I had to take my MRI basically and throw it in the trash because I knew from my clarity that my symptoms were behaving in a mind-body way, in a TMSE way, okay? And that is also all on my website. If you take a look at it, how symptoms behave, TMSE symptoms. So having clarity that this is what I have, and then making the decision that I'm only going to treat it this way, that is what's going to start to really show you deeper clarity, okay? And it's this deeper clarity, okay, what we're talking about is foundational clarity first, understanding how this is, how the brain creates the symptoms, foundational clarity. And then this foundational clarity leads to a deeper clarity. And the deeper clarity is what is causing your brain to perceive danger. And there's some people that say, oh, you don't need to know, okay? And I find that through my own journey that I'm getting a lot of clues. They're kind of like breadcrumbs, right? And the clarity leads to more clarity, leads to more clarity, leads to more clarity. And this becomes not just about resolving our symptoms and making our symptoms go away. Because if we get them to go away and we haven't really gone deep enough, they might just come back at any little crisis that happens. And we know that happens in life, right? And we want to get that bucket way down low again. And so we follow these breadcrumbs of clarity, and they start to show us something within us, some core perception of danger. And this is so liberating to discover. It's like, and when you do discover it, it's like, how did I not see this before? All the clues were there, right? And then you see all the clues, and you see how they've been relating to this core perception of danger. It is clarity in the most purest sense, because all of a sudden awareness just sees. And once it sees, it can't unsee it. It's not fooled anymore. Okay? And this is profound, profound healing. And this is the kind of healing that will get that baseline to come all the way back down, so that we're not triggered and we're not susceptible to all this TMS-y kind of stuff, right? We want to kind of undo our TMS-y kind of personality and ways of living. All right, so this is what clarity does, and it starts with foundational clarity, and it leads to deeper clarity. And because I know what this liberation feels like, it's changed my life. I want it for as many people as possible. Okay? So it's not just about getting rid of symptoms. It's about liberating, like, it almost feels like a soul lesson, like that's what we're here to learn. Okay? And this soul lesson is something, when we get it, we're like, that's why I'm here. I'm here to heal that, to change that. Okay? So I hope this is helpful. Use the resources, really get clear, make the decision again and again and again. Start connecting the dots in yourself of how the brain perceives danger and how it's trying to keep itself safe through all these kind of peripheral things, thoughts, behaviors, distractions, lots of distractions, right? Anything to keep us from really discovering what's really happening inside. Okay? All right, I hope this was helpful. Okay, we'll talk again. Bye.